Hey all, Ron here, the Accidental Farmer. Wow, what a trip it's been. It's been 2 years now. Purchased the farm at 59. I'm 61 now. And got into stuff I didn't know I was getting into. Quick recap of if you've never been to the channel before, if you didn't see some of the earlier videos. My wife and I sold a vacation house. We were never actually at the other house, our main house, except for during the week. We weren't there weekends. So after we sold the vacation house, we're home and we realized the backyard was just too small. Had neighbors on all sides of us, great neighbors, but a lot of noise on a Saturday. And we're sitting there on a patio on a Saturday around 11, and I said, we need a bigger backyard. Opened up Zillow. The next day we made an offer on a farm. The farm wasn't in working condition. The farm had been struggling for about 5 years. One of the parents had passed away. COVID came and the entire barn became empty. So I'm in the barn right now, as you can tell. So we purchased it in September 2 years ago. It's October. No, what is it? It's October 31st, 2026 now. We purchased the farm in September of 2024. A lot of work needed to be done on it. Had no animals. The house is 320 years old. The actual farm is 320. Now it is. And we might hear a lot of rooster going on. And so that became my... I retired at 59 and worked on the farm to get the farm. The house was in great shape, but the farm needed a lot of tender, loving care. From roofs on the barn to rebuilding the entire backside of the barn. Every fence needed to be painted or repaired, or there was no fence there and needed to be built. Trees were down in the fields. We brought a skid steer in to clear one of the fields. The barn got painted. Some other structures got painted. Chicken coops got built, and it's just been a whirlwind. And this is something I wasn't planning on. My Friday afternoons to Sunday nights were spent at a lake. And maybe cleaning the pontoon boat or mowing our little lawn with our operated mower. But now I'm deep into this. We have animals. We have 8 goats, 4 sheep, 5 barn cats, a dog, and 140 chickens. We just raised and processed 2 pigs. We've done meat birds. So we really jumped into this. And then the garden. So for our farm stand, I built a farm stand. So it's been a lot of work. I am very tired. I wasn't expecting to do this, so I just want to give you a heads up. I mean, I know this is a lot of people's dream. This was never even on my. You drive by a farm and love to see that horse out front or a couple cows in the field. This was never my dream. It was. I don't know what my retirement dream was. But this wasn't it. Actually, I would have loved to walk the Appalachian Trail. That's a cool thing. I don't think I can do it anymore, but that was on my list to do. But anyways, life changes and throws curveballs at you. So here we are. Long days. A lot of things need to be done. The list never ends. And there's something you think. Well, of course, everybody has a house, and the house always needs to be remodeled, renovated, things change in that. But then you add this farm out here. I could probably make a list of 20 things that could be done today, or they're on the list of things to do. There's always 1 or 2 projects I'm working on, and I realize that most projects don't get done in a day. And most of the time you have 2 or 3 projects going on at one time. And there's always the wish list, the things you'd like to do. Why I say this is people don't realize is that, like I said, I bought the farm 2 years ago. It's 25 months ago, almost 26. I've had 7 days off in 2 years. That's a retirement dream for most, I guess, working almost every single day of the year. My wife and I actually flew out for our anniversary last fall to San Juan. We flew someone up and paid them to take care of the farm and such. So that was an additional cost to going on vacation. I'd do it again in a second. And but you work 7 days a week. These animals have to be cared for, fed. You can get automatic feeders. You can get doors that let them in and out. But I'll tell you, you have to be here. Someone has to be on this farm. There's always something that happens. A gate broke the other day for no reason. Just the latch broke off, and the goats were roaming the yard. The other day, the chicken coop had to repair the fence, got some chickens out. They got into what was left of the garden, and chickens just dig. Chickens are diggers. Some of the things I have to do today, tomorrow, this weekend, it's a Friday as I do this, is I put the sheep. We have a lower field. We've called it the low. That's a field that we needed a skid steer in. And if you watch any of the videos, it's also the far end of the field where I buried the tractor to the frame in the mud. But we have this beautiful one tree in there. It's a northern catalpa. I think catalpa. That's how you say it. It looks like it grows like long beans. I call it the bean tree. It's a beautiful tree. The sheep have decided that it's best if they eat all the bark off the bottom of the tree. So I have to put a fence around that tree and wire it off and make sure they can't do it. One day earlier this year, a bee got into our beehives and knocked over the hive. Tomorrow I have to also, this weekend, I have to prepare the hives for winter, which is, probably take a couple hours to do that. In a bee suit, out of bee suit, I don't know. But then there's this, mucking stalls. Today I'm mucking one of the chicken coops here. It's getting pretty deep, and get that all cleaned up. These are things that you do on retirement that you never thought you'd have to do. I'm also remodeling a bathroom, so I'm picking at that. But that has to get done for the holidays, and the holidays are quickly approaching. But also have to mow, and we have 12 acres here. I didn't mention. Not a lot of them don't need to be touched, other than mowing a field or something like that with a brush hog on the back of a tractor. But the rest of the place that has grass and trees, we probably have 2 inches of leaves right now. So I got to pick up all the leaves and do a final mowing of the grass. And the grass grows so fast on a very fertilized area. Figure it's been a farm for 300 years, so the ground is pretty fertile. It's just amazing how much work it needs to be done. I'm tired. If I didn't mention it, I'll have to say this body is very tired. I miss the lake house. But I don't know if this is anybody's dream. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you today. That if you're planning on doing this is your dream in retirement, you have to be in decent shape. You have to devote yourself, but not only devote yourself, but devote your pocketbook. Your checkbook has to be full to maintain some of this. A lot of these animals don't give back. You got to either raise the goats for meat, or you got to raise them to have babies. Then you can milk them. You can make whatever you want from there. You can make your soaps and your cheeses, I guess, or you can sell goat milk. But the cost of the goat, the cost of the feeding, even selling goats, don't make up for what they eat all year. The sheep, they don't. They're like 4 dogs who don't like you. You just have to feed them and take care of them, but they don't want anything to do with you. We do have them shared twice a year, and just give you a little snapshot of what sharing cost. We had them shared, brought the wool, found a place about an hour away. They cleaned it, they sorted it, then they washed it, then they processed it. It was 2 bags of wool, and it turned out that what we got was 9 hats and 4 small rugs, and it was about $700. So they were the most expensive hats. They were beautiful, but they're very, very expensive hats. So goals for this year, the rest of the next few months, are to get rid of those sheep. Try to weed out some of the chickens that aren't producing. And as we have, I think they're like 6 or 7 week old, with 30-something 7-week-old chickens in the brooding area. So we have to make room for them and get rid of some, kind of wean out some of the chickens that aren't laying. And we have a couple odd roosters that need to go also. And then a greenhouse. I'm hoping to have a bigger greenhouse in the spring. Right now I have a cheap old greenhouse, but it works, so I'm not kicking that. But I wanted to see the difference of growing in a greenhouse and growing without. And the greenhouse is just so much more productive. You can control everything. So that's where we sit now. So like I said, it's a tiresome journey, if a retirement plan, if that's what it is. It's also an expensive retirement plan. The chickens pay for themselves, but if you consider making profit, you profit about $2 on a dozen of eggs. So we sell 150 dozen roughly a month. So we make $300. If that's in your retirement plans, and that's not including all the labor, by the way. That $2, that's free labor, that's me. I have a chicken walking by me right now. He's a leghorn. They're everywhere. And anyways, but it's been a journey. It's been a learning curve. There's a lot of things I like to do and a lot of things I wouldn't do again. I'll share those on the next video. I don't want to be so negative on this video, but the community's been good. On the positive, the community's been great. We reopened this farm. We have a lot of visitors. We're on a rail trail, so the people on the rail trail can actually, walk up to the goats, feed the goats, the sheep if they're in the field. They'll look at them, and then the chickens. Part of the chickens is close to the rail trail. They can see that also. So the community's been awesome. They've supported us in our farm stand and some of our other endeavors here, having farm tours and things like that. It's opened to my eyes to what good food is. Raising the pigs, raising the meat birds, and of course having the garden, fresh stuff out of the garden. But this has been a journey that I probably wouldn't do again if I had the choice. But I'm into it now, so let's make the best as we can. But I tell you, it's if this is going to be a retirement, work on a farm for a year before you pull the trigger. Thanks for watching.